Good morning everyone. We are back in Balintawak. It's been around 2 weeks since Chairman Abalos went here with Mayor Joy Belmonte and said they're going to fix the problems here. So what has changed? Firstly, they installed new fences along here. That's to keep people out of the road so you don't have vendors pushing carts and things like that that obstruct the traffic. The next thing they did is they put fresh lines on the sidewalk. If you see this red line down here, that's to signify the break between private and public property, the sidewalk. So if vendors cross that line, they're meant to be cleared. Although saying that, I can see there are some people hanging out on the sidewalk, so maybe the SCOG team need to pass through. Of course, one of the issues you have here is 2 lanes of the highway that get obstructed by people trying to enter the market. That's the downside of this place being so popular. I'm not sure what the MMDA can do about that, but it does cause a little bit of traffic. There's also the installation of these new signs. You actually see these all along EDSA. Another thing they did is they told the market you can't dump your garbage on the highway anymore. So what you'll notice is there's no garbage here. Hopefully they really stop doing it. For now I don't see any garbage, so that's a good thing. Here's another example of the new fencing. Actually some of the fencing here is new and then some of it was just repaired. They did some welding. There's still maybe a little bit of work to do, but for sure it's much better because this will really keep people out of the road. Another thing you'll notice is there's a lot more traffic enforcers here now, and there was an order from the chairman, very strict. You have to enforce the law. No more messing around in North EDSA, in Balintawak Market. So that's why you don't see any vehicles parked here. So that really is a big improvement because people were always getting annoyed, hey, it's taken me so long to get home because of illegal parking at Balintawak. As for the motorcycles on the sidewalk, you can see that some of them have gone over the red line. So perhaps a little bit stricter enforcement is required there because it does get a little bit messy in this area. There's space for pedestrians, but you can see some of them are going in the road. So perhaps a little bit more work in this area just to make sure they really stay behind that red line and the sidewalk is unobstructed for pedestrians. Another thing they did is install new CCTV. Now these are pan, tilt, zoom cameras. There's one here. There's another one up there. And there's another one over there. So basically they can look northbound, southbound. They can check the bridge here, the footbridge, to make sure vendors aren't up here. Well, there are actually some vendors up here, quite a lot of vendors, so maybe still some improvement needs to be done, but at least now those in the office, those monitoring can really see what's going on, and then they can give orders to the men on the ground and potentially discipline those who aren't doing enough. As for inside the market, well, it's not great to be honest. I can see so many people wearing their face mask around their neck. There's a guy inside walking around smoking. My goodness, look at it. No one's wearing their mask properly. The thing is, it's private property, so it's really down, I guess, to LGU to come through and fix this. Another thing the MMDA have implemented is every 2 months there will be a rotation of enforcers and sidewalk clearing group. That's to avoid them building up any kind of familiarity with the vendors, with the market stores, and really keep things strict in this area. Even further along, you might remember there used to be a lot of vendors here, but now it's clear. Same on the little bridge over here by the creek. There used to be a lot of vendors set up here, and they used to dump all their garbage either into the sewer here, which was always getting blocked up, or if they weren't putting it there, they were throwing it straight into the stream down here. You can actually see there's still a lot of garbage down here. Maybe if anyone wants to join me, we could do like a community project, just volunteer our time for one day. We can all go down there and clean it up. I'm happy to do that if anyone wants to join me. Now, of course, these problems with Balintawak have existed for probably decades, so we're not expecting everything to be solved overnight, but honestly, they've done a good job. They've made improvements, and it was fast. In a couple of weeks, they've got all these things done, and there has been improvement. So thumbs up to that, and I look forward to making things even better.